Hey guys, what's up? Tim Queen here, and today we're going to talk about LinkedIn articles versus LinkedIn posts. Which one should you publish on LinkedIn? And if you're into blogging or content marketing and long form content, which is the right platform for you, LinkedIn or your own website? In the early days of LinkedIn, nobody could do any content marketing. There was no content that you could share. It was just a CV platform. Then as LinkedIn grew, they started implementing their own blogging platform. And at the beginning, this was strictly limited to anyone who had like this blue LinkedIn influencer badge. So LinkedIn wanted to have like quality authors and basically become a newspaper for business authorities in that space. They didn't want to have anyone else writing their own content on the platform. So in the beginning, you only had LinkedIn articles and it was only limited to a very small number of people. Then over time, they realized this was really engaging and people really liked read those articles, and they started opening up the platform to more and more people. Then everyone could publish LinkedIn content, and because it was the only content type available, you had a huge reach on LinkedIn. So that was a great opportunity. A lot of people took advantage of this. As more and more people joined the LinkedIn article platform for publishing, LinkedIn created more and more content types, starting by sharing slideshows via SlideShare, and then they introduced like text posts. Then a few years ago, they really made those really popular. Text posts, on the other hand, are limited in their length. You can only share up to 1,300 characters of text in your post, and this is roughly 200 to 220 words, so far less than what you can put in an article. Like I tested it, like you can roughly fit in like 30 to 40,000 words in an article on LinkedIn before the LinkedIn platform will crash and is unresponsive. So that's severely less, 200 versus 40,000. The benefit was of the shorter content forms that they had a much better reach. So basically, whenever the LinkedIn algorithm was like deciding like what should I show someone in their newsfeed, they realized people would react much more favorable to shorter form content. So they would basically give each text post a weight and each article like a much lower weight, so or probability basically to show up in the newsfeed. So let's say an article had a 5% chance to show up in someone's newsfeed, while a LinkedIn post might have a 100% chance to show up in someone's feed. And then LinkedIn developed more and more content types. For example, they might introduce image posts, videos at some point, documents today. And every time they would do that, they would try to boost the new content type to get more experience, how people would perceive it, how people would engage with it. So they would just tweak the probabilities of a specific content type showing up in their newsfeed. For example, they might just tweak up like videos, and then like text posts go down. So because there's only a limited number of views in the newsfeed, so they have to, like, if they push one up, they have to push another one down. What has been consistent over the years, that LinkedIn articles has been like one of the least favorite content types on the LinkedIn platform. And so if you're creating content, you will just get not the reach that you would get with any of the text posts. Now here's the thing, when it comes to content marketing, long form content in form of articles, definitely 100% worth it. It's a great investment for any marketing budget. But here's the thing, you should not publish them on LinkedIn. There's many reasons for that. Like one of the reasons is you want to have your content marketing and your articles as part of your funnel, trying to get people to give you their contact information. And the best way that you can do that is basically on your own website. There you have all the control in the world to capture someone's contact information, to promote different lead magnets, white papers, contact forms that you just don't have on LinkedIn. The other thing is also, like, when you're publishing an article on LinkedIn, you're building LinkedIn.com's domain authority. Like, there is no way that your domain, your business would rank for any relevant business keywords that you want to get found for on Google if you're publishing your content on LinkedIn. It's not only less effective, but it's actually actively harming your business. Unless you have the resources to completely rewrite each and every article, it's just a waste of time and money. Probably both. So my recommendation would be stay away from LinkedIn articles, publish them on your own website, take advantage of all the different features that LinkedIn articles are not offering, all the SEO snippets, the ability to have certain SEO attributes such as canonical links if you want to publish it somewhere else. You just don't have that on the LinkedIn platform. And then create short form content, text, photos, videos on LinkedIn, because you get the reach and then you can promote your articles through your post. This is how you get the highest possible return on investment on your time, creating content, recycling, repurposing content, because you can write a post 100 times, space them out over an entire year, and you can every time link to a different article on your website. This way, you're creating valuable content for your LinkedIn audience. When they're reading it, they can then click on one of the promo links that you can either put into your post itself or share it in one of the comments. And then you're driving traffic from LinkedIn to your articles on your homepage where you can capture their contact information. This is far more effective than publishing any articles on LinkedIn. Another thing you should keep in mind, in the past, LinkedIn had a different layout on their LinkedIn profiles. So articles would always have a prominent placement on your LinkedIn profile with like a little short picture. And it was a great way for you to, this is why I was recommending to have an article, at least one article, LinkedIn article on LinkedIn before, because that was a great resource where you could share like different links to external sites without getting punished. But since LinkedIn has changed this, especially with LinkedIn Creator Mode, and I'm going to put some links down in the description where you can learn more about LinkedIn Creator Mode, LinkedIn Cover Stories, how they can be used to boost your profile. And what I want to really point out, the featured section that comes along when you are activating LinkedIn Creator Mode, you have the ability to attach any external link to your LinkedIn profile, including links to articles, link to lead capture forms. And that's way more effective. You don't really have to have any articles. So yeah, stay completely away from LinkedIn articles. It's not worth it. You just don't get any results and you're harming your own domain authority. Now, if you want to learn more about how to develop a content strategy on LinkedIn to drive traffic to your website, to use LinkedIn as a lead generation platform to fuel more leads into your sales funnel, you can also check out my free LinkedIn hashtag guide. I'm going to put the link down in the description and into the pinned comment below. I also have a complete training program which shows you how to build a complete LinkedIn sales funnel from scratch, how to develop your content strategy, how to find the right keywords, how to build everything together and link this to your website. It's called the LinkedIn Accelerator Program. You can also find the link in the description to the pinned comment below. As usual, if you want to get more videos like this, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on, smash like, and I see you in the next one. Bye.